There's a lot of different kind of great manga out there. And surprisingly, there's a lot of great shonen manga as well. People tend to think that I'm just a hater for the sake of being a hater, but do no fucking research about me or my channel or what I stand for. When I come on here and talk shit about garbage, I mean that. When I come on here and criticize series that are doing nothing to the industry, pushing no bounds, not making you think critically, it doesn't come from a place of hate. If anything, it comes from a place of concern, of a place of love. Coming from a fellow fan that wants better for everyone. But sadly, leave it to the obsessed fandoms of certain series that may never happen. But anyways, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, the one chained to oblivion, returning yet again with another excellent video. Today, we're going to be going over some of the worst shonen manga that I can think of. Some of the worst shonen that everyone else know is straight up garbage, but for some weird reason, their hardcore fan base cannot let it go, man. And today, let this mark the time where we finally let go of unnecessary trash. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. First up on the list, we have Fairy Tail. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, but Yuki, but bro, Fairy Tail's not that bad, man. But you like Dead Rock, man. Oh, but Dead Rock is another Mashima series. You're a Mashima lover, man. So how can you hate Fairy Tail, man? I don't get it, man. And let's actually address that really quickly, because I've noticed that there's a rampant amount of y'all criticizing one of my groundbreaking, incredible manga recommendation videos, right? Top 10 manga you should read in 2026, where I recommended Dead Rock. Now, if you actually did your fucking research about me and actually looked at my other recommendations, because of course you didn't, you would know that I'm not like one of these shonen tarts. I'm not one of these shonen slop gobblers. I'm not one of these shonen dick riders. I'm not one of these shonen deep throaters, okay? Now, that's not to say that there's no good shonen. Of course, there's going to be some exceptional ones. But in that video, I never said Dead Rock was this masterpiece and, it's the must read. No, all I did was say, hey, this is what's coming out for the year. Go check it out. Might be worth your time. I didn't force shit on y'all. So don't come to me all butthurt because I got on whatever garbage series you like, and then you're just desperate to find anything to come back. We all know Dead Rock ain't no fucking masterpiece. Now, does it do more than what Mashima tends to do? Yes. Is it entertaining? Yes. Is it this well-written story? No. And that's the thing. Mashima knows he's not a good fucking writer. We all know that as well. The man's just doing whatever for the sake of it. He's passionate, and I can respect that. He has back-to-back hits. But anyways, back to Fairy Tail itself, right? Fairy Tail is definitely a series of the time, This is a series that definitely suffered from the type of schedule Mashima was approaching this with. Mashima was just going by the works. He was going through the motions with this series, man, constantly introducing new abilities, new characters, new twists, just to keep his readers engaged. He was just doing anything to keep people engaged, man. Even Mashima knows Fairy Tail isn't that good. He knows. But for some odd reason, there's still Fairy Tail enjoyers out here going, Fairy Tail, man, that's a masterpiece. I grew up on it, man. Oh my God, it's so pink. Yuki, man, it's one of my favorite series. It's like, how can you say that? The creator even knows it's garbage, man. Man, Fairy Tail has no fucking stakes. We all know how the story arcs go, man. We all know that Natsu's just gonna beat up the villain every fucking time. There's no tension. Fairy Tail is just a series that Mashima's having fun with just for the sake of it. but there's nothing else, to get out of it. The same friendship is my power bullshit. I'm just like, oh God, man, how corny can you get? And I'm so glad that he took that friendship bullshit out of Dead Rock. There's only like little traces of it, but Mashiba said, hey, let's cut the nonsense. Let's not, do friendship is magic every 2 seconds. Let's not do the power of my friends, man, every 2 seconds. Let's actually do something different. And that's why I can respect him for Dead Rock. But Fairy Tail sadly doesn't have that. So, yeah. But anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have One Piece. Oh, lordy boy. Ooh, where do I begin with this one? I shouldn't even have to put this on this list, is how bad this series is. But I have to because there are still rampant losers, running around talking about, the man, oh my God, the foreshadowing that he does, the writing, man, the parallels with racial discrimination, oh my God, man. And, it's just really sad. This is why I don't want to be associated with the Black community anymore when it comes to manga. Because now I got to be in the same category as these losers that be talking about One Piece is oh man, that's peak, man. I felt that, man. I relate to that, man. One Piece gang, whoa. I'm just like, motherfucker. It's just so ironic to me. I mean, back in the day, people were not fucking with One Piece like that. It was only popular in Japan for a very long time. And, every time you see a One Piece fan, I only knew like maybe 2 to 3 people at best in the real that was fucking with One Piece. And every time you go to them, they're like, yeah, man, I like One Piece, but don't tell anybody. Wait, hold on. They were shaking and shivering like the little nerds they were, scared, that they love One Piece and what have you. They didn't want to be caught like in that trash. You know what I'm saying? They have to keep it on the down low. But now that it's mainstream, now that it's cool to like One Piece, now that people are going around talking about, yeah, man, yeah, I'm gangster for liking One Piece, like some corny anime gangster. I'm just like, oh God, man. Now it's okay for them to come out their shells and, avoid all the fire, man. It's just ridiculous. And we've seen this with so many other series as well, but especially with One Piece. And, you look at One Piece for what it is what is One Piece really? One Piece is nothing but a lazy Dragon Ball ripoff. I've been ripping him off for damn near 30 years. Pushing out the same tired story arcs over and over again with terrible fucking art. Especially the female characters. The male characters already look like trash, but the female characters, my God. Oh, you can tell Oda has no fucking respect for women. He just looks at a woman and says, oh yeah, that's exactly what she looks like. Oh yeah, draw the stick figure, put some melons on it and said, whoa, man, call it a fucking day. I can't believe people are actually infatuated with these female characters, talking about, Robin's so hot, Nami's so hot, Boa, man, oh my God, she's a bad bitch, man, oh man. I'm like, get your corny ass the fuck up on out of here. Oh, you have to be an absolute loser to think that, But Oda knew what he was doing, Being, the insecure little fraud that he is, he knew if he drew his characters like that, he knew he was going to get all the losers to foam at the mouth and be like, oh my God, my queen. And I'm just looking at that like, oh, that can never be me. But anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Dandadan. Oh boy, man, oh man. Dandadan, I really tried with this series, y'all. I really did try. I was like, man, I almost got fooled for a second. I saw that it was attached to Chainsaw Man's author. I saw that the creator was his assistant. So I'm like, okay, well, we all know Chainsaw Man is of some greatness. So maybe Dandadan has something. Let me check it out. And I'm reading chapter after chapter, right? I'm reading that volume by volume, and I'm just scratching my head, trying to figure out, okay, what the fuck are we doing here? Where is the fucking plot? I'm looking for the plot. I'm looking up, down, left, right, and fucking everywhere for that goddamn plot. And guess what? I come to the realization that there is no plot, man. This man ain't trying to write no compelling story. Oh my lord, he's just drawing just for the sake of drawing. And it really shows, because if you've done your research, you would know Dandadan was on fucking life support before that editor gave him the pass. You know, he was just throwing draft after draft after draft after draft. You know, hoping, hey man, you're gonna take the art, man. Hey, take my art, man. Hey, take my fucking art. Take my art. Take my. You know, he was shoving the art down their throats, and you know, everyone was looking at that shit like, what the fuck? I mean, hey, it's cool art, but where the fuck is the story? And he was like, fuck, I don't have a story, man. You know, but then here comes Shinhei Lin, being the little fraud that he is, talking about some, hey, look, I can get you in on the download. Don't worry about the story. I'm going to convince the higher-ups. I'm going to convince them, hey, we can make this a hit without having a story. What do you need? Beautiful art. What do you need? Fights and power-ups. That's all you need. Maybe some little romance in here, because, you know, the shonen tards, they can't do without no fucking romance. They can't do without no bullshit fan service. Of course not. So that's all you gotta do. He's like, oh yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna do. Whoa. And ever since, he's just been doing the same shit. And what's even crazier about Dandadan is the characters are actually fucking atrocious, man. I mean, none of the relationships make any fucking sense. None of these people would get along with each other. And the craziest thing is they didn't get along with each other, but all it took was some corny little backstory. Took a chapter or two, and they're like, oh yeah, man, I'm sorry, man. Oh yeah, come join us, man. Come over here. You're part of the crew, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna welcome you with open arms, man. And I'm just looking at that like, what the fuck? Boy, this would never happen in the real. And don't even get me started on Momo and Okarun's relationship. Makes zero fucking sense. And let me say this. The popular girl does not get with the nerdy guy, man. That does not happen. It doesn't matter how much you want to fantasize about that. That does not happen in real life. You know, the creator was like, fuck. I couldn't pull no bad bitches when I was in high school, so now I can do it in my corny little manga and give my readers hope that it's gonna happen to them. Yeah, man, I'm a genius. Imagine doing something that desperate. Oh, that can never be me. Anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have D-Gray, man. Oh boy. Oh man, the fans for this series, man, if you've seen them, you've seen them. But anyways, enough of that. Let's actually talk about the series, right? D-Gray, man, it has to be one of the most overrated pieces of garbage that I've ever experienced. You know, the only thing I can give this series is the art. The art is good, you know? It's decent art. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. But the story is so fucking bad, man. I mean, the amount of time wasting in this series, man, is just unfucking believable. You know, even the mangaka knew that she was on fraudulent behavior, you know, constantly like, you know, I don't really feel like I'm doing that great of a job. I know you're praising me, but I don't really feel, you know, even she knows this shit is garbage, man. No wonder she's taking goddamn millions of years to complete it. She knows it's not on that level. So it just surprises me that the fans are so adamant about D-Gray, man. Alan Walker is probably one of the most emotionless emo losers I've ever seen in my life. And people think he's this great character. And then you gotta wait fucking volumes after volumes just for any little growth, I guess, quote unquote. And what's his growth? He gets stabbed in the fucking heart, comes back, gets another power up, experiences another near-death battle, gets a power-up, comes back again. It's just like, oh my god, man, that's their character development. Oh, but his backstory, his recent backstory, man, oh my god, it got me crying, man, oh my god, oh. You know, got these emotional little losers crying, and I'm just like, what the fuck? You have to be kidding me, man. If this was any other series, you wouldn't wait that long for some corny emotional backstory. It's too late for that, man. There's no excuse for how boring and plain Alan is. But you guys relate to him because you're also just like that fucking character. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. And then you look at the other characters, Konda. My God. I mean, that man, I thought Alan had no personality, but Konda is really just a walking edgelord trope, man. Like, that man has no fucking emotion, none whatsoever. And again, just giving him power up after power up. Lenali, same thing, just giving her additional power ups after a near death experience. It's just like, man, it's just so predictable, man. And then you get to the actual villains. You get to Millennium Earl and their crew, and they are some of the most goofiest, unserious villains I've ever seen in my life. Those guys clown and goof around and then try to act hard and serious. I'm like, man, that's not how that works. You can't just play it up for laughs and then try to be threatening. Like, it doesn't work that way. Oh, man, just absolutely crazy, man. I mean, Demon Gray Man fans are probably some of the most delusional motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. But anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Boruto. This is another series that I shouldn't even have to mention. We should know that this is garbage, but I'm doing this now because I've realized that there is actually a fucking fandom. No. Hear me out. There is a fandom of Boruto enjoyers, of Borutards. Narutards is already a crazy word, but now we got Borutards running around. And here's the real kicker. These people, right? They actually believe, for a second, they actually believe Boruto is better than Naruto. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Talk about fucking delusional. I mean, Naruto is already one of the worst shonen that you can think of. Nothing but a Hunter x Hunter ripoff, a Dragon Ball ripoff. And but Boruto somehow just sinks even lower. The first half of the series is just Naruto and Sasuke, the series. Just getting your nostalgia, adrenaline going. It ain't nothing special about Boruto and these other fucking characters. Kawaki, Sarada, all these other garbage characters. Ain't nothing special about them. And then by the time Two Blue Vortex comes in, now everybody's like, oh man, oh he's older now, oh he's redeeming himself, man, the story is a masterpiece, man, whoa, oh, it's Boruto, man, whoa, he's gonna swing over and save the day. And I'm just looking at them like, oh, you fool. Oh, Two Blue Vortex is even worse than the last. My God, Boruto got no sauce of his own. He's not cool. None of his powers is earned. He didn't train for shit. It's just given to him time and time again. And not only that, they're constantly ripping off Dragon Ball Super. This is fucking ridiculous, man. I mean, we are far gone from ninjas, Now, at this point, it's just fucking Dragon Ball Z 2.0. That's all it is right now. Dragon Ball Super 2.0. That's all Boruto is. But anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Gachiakuta. This series right here is a real dangerous one. This is something that had potential to be good, but sadly was in the hands of someone that didn't know what they were doing. Coming from assisting Soul Eater, I'm like, oh boy, what edgy garbage do we have this time? And at first I was thinking, okay, maybe they could do something about the environment, treating the environment with care. This could be something like Nazca, right, Valley of the Wind. This could be interesting. But boy, when I saw that first chapter, when I saw those losers hyping up Gachiakuta to high heaven like it was the next biggest shonen ever, that's when I knew, okay, yeah, this is on some bullshit. Let's make a story about fighting fucking giant trash kaiju. Let's make a story about the fucking cleanup crew clean up all the trash, finding one man's trash. It could be another man's treasure, Oh man, you couldn't get more corny than that. And then you got these characters that are obsessed with their possessions, that stuff, out in the garbage somewhere, they're going fucking dumpster diving, going, oh man, oh, this precious item, man, oh, you're my beloved, I'm gonna give you a name and everything, and then you're gonna give me superpowers in response, man, oh yeah, man. It's just fucking ridiculous. The fact that Kei Urana actually got away with a bullshit story like that just tells you how bad the scene is right now, especially in shonen. Like, holy shit. I mean, wow, we're not even fucking trying. At least back then they would try to hide the fact that their series is trash. But now they're literally showing you the garbage in your face. And on top of all of that, it exposed how weird modern day manga fans are. You got these losers shipping characters left and right. They're going on Rule 34s. They're going on Twitter going like, breathing fucking heavy as hell. Going, oh my god, these two characters, they're going to be together. What more can I do now? Being the little weirdos they are. And I just couldn't imagine just getting desperate, trying to find all the scenarios. And, yeah, man, I mean, I couldn't imagine having to deal with all that. I almost feel sorry for Kei Urana, but again, this is what you get for creating a garbage series and not trying to write better. But anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Gintama. Gintama is one of those series where it's responsible for a lot of garbage comedy manga. You stuff like Sakamoto Days popping around and One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100, all these garbage parody series that no one fucking asks for, but because Gintama kind of, put their foot through the door, and now everyone's just coming out the door like, whoa, whoa, man, whoa, 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 I'm comedy, man, whoa, I'm so funny, and it's just like, oh god, just open the gate to fucking comedy hell. Unreal, man. Gintama has some of the ugliest fucking art I've ever seen in my life. None of the characters can be taken seriously. Half of the time, the story is not even fucking original. They're just ripping off other IPs because they're in Jump. So they're like, oh, well, we can just steal this, that, and the next thing. We don't have to worry about copyright, man, because, hey, we're all in the Jump family, man. Woo. Oh, man. It's just so fucking bad. And then they do try to be serious or whatever, but it's just unconvincing. It's like, you can't just do all this stupid shit and then expect me to take you seriously. I can't stand when series do that because it's disingenuous. It's like, okay, pick one or the other, motherfucker. You can't do both. Most of the time, you can't do both. But anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Psyren. My god, this is another overrated series, but I can't even really call it overrated because people don't even know what the fuck Psyren is. The only people that care about this series is the hardcore, nostalgic fan base that cannot let go of Psyren. They really believe Psyren is this masterpiece. Most of the people that like this are like the Bleach fans, where everyone hated that fucking Bleach ending, disowned Bleach. And I remember, man, people, when Bleach ended, people were disowning the hell out of Bleach. They would talk about top 3 and all like, oh, Bleach? Oh, hell no, get that shit the fuck up on out of here, man. I disown that series. And it's the same thing with Psyren. When that ending happened, no one was fucking with no Psyren. Yeah, sure, there were some people that wanted more and they were sad that it ended the way it did, but no one was fucking with it. So how in the world is it some masterpiece now? It's just like, it's all nostalgia and it's very obvious, the art style is ripped off from Bleach. The story went absolutely nowhere. It has showed some promise in the beginning, and then it just fucking dipped at the halfway point. And then by the time the ending happened, it was too fucking late. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Moving on. Next up on the list, we have Prince of Tennis. Prince of Tennis has to be by far one of the worst sports manga I've ever experienced, and most sports manga are just pseudo battle shonen to me anyway, but there's some exceptional ones, of course, like The Climber, but my god, man, it's like we didn't even try with this series, let's just have the prodigy Ryoma, right? Oh, he's just so skilled at everything. Oh, he could just pull things out his ass, man. He could do these unbelievable plays, just all these pseudo superpowers. And I'm just like, man, if you don't get your bitch ass the fuck up on out of here, man. Story makes absolutely no sense. He's just all of a sudden able to hang with adults and all these people that are, in the higher positions and what have you. It's just like, man, what happened to the real fucking sport? It's just like we can't even respect the sport because it's just doing a bunch of bullshit super moves all day long. And it's just like, man, This is why I can't take sports manga seriously, man. It's either some corny bullshit, unbelievable bullshit, or it's just some edgy garbage, you know? It's just crazy to me. But anyways, moving on. Last but not least, we have the Seven Deadly Sins. Boy, oh boy, this series was nothing but a poor man's Dragon Ball. This series wanted to be Dragon Ball so bad and failed in every single way. The power scaling, absolutely fucking ridiculous. It was nothing but constant fight after fight. Everyone had a relationship. You had Bon fucking around with the lollies, and so on and so forth. I mean, the series was on weirdo behavior since day one. And you know, you got people that actually try to defend the ending and actually defend the series like it was good. And I'm like, no, man. The moment I saw the story going nowhere, the moment I saw Bon on the weirdo behavior, I knew, oh, hell no! I'm not dealing with this nonsense. But then look at the little lolly lovers going, oh, but come on, man, oh, but Yuki, man, but bro, but she's 1,000 years old, man. Oh, it's true love, man. Oh, it's true love. No, loser. That's not fucking okay. You know it's weirdo behavior. Oh, man, it just sickens me that people actually still think Bon is this cool character and he fucking around with, those kind of characters, you know. I'm like, oh, hell no, man. And then we get to that ending, right? One of the most anticlimactic endings I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, Meliodas' dad is just an absolute fucking bomb. He's not to be taken seriously. You know, he was completely garbage. You know, the final villain being Meliodas' dad was one of the worst things in this series, man. There was nothing about him that was interesting. There was no stakes. Escanor was just gonna come in and save the day with his bullshit powers, but oh well, he sacrificed himself, and I'm like, motherfucker, all that for a character that wasn't even really that threatening or really that interesting to begin with. It's just like, how can you fall for that? It was really weird that they try to force these relationships all throughout this series, and it was just so fucking corny. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody's dating someone in this series. It just made no fucking sense. You could tell the author was extremely fucking horny doing this series, you know. And you know, I would have respected it if he went full ecchi, but he didn't. You know, he just fucked around and said, "Oh, look at the little relationship, man! Oh, isn't it so cute and wholesome? Everybody has a little relationship." And you know, it's to get the readers to be like, "Oh man, we don't have to do the shipping work, man. Oh, they did it for us. Oh, thank you, man. Oh, my favorite characters are together." Whoa! And I'm just looking at the brain dead fans like, oh boy, I couldn't ever imagine being a Seven Deadly Sins fan. It just could never be me. Anyways, with that being said, there you have it. Those are the worst shonen manga out there. You know, these are some of the worst offenders, man. There's just so many. This list could have easily been 20, 30, 40, 50. But I wanted to trim it down because, you know, there's a lot of shonen that we already know is garbage, like Tokyo Revengers, Demon Slayer, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, and so on and so forth. But man, it's crazy when you have these fans that just don't get it, man. It's just wild to me. I'm like, you guys need to wake up. Let go of shonen. It's okay to let go. My God, it's not going to kill you to read something different every now and then. But anyways, with that being said, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose. And until next time, I'll see you.